Hello everyone, I'm there in Silver back in with a very strong meta team which you guys can use in the single type cup. So the team is Shadow Machamp, Meganium and Ninetales. Ninetales on the Switch does really good against the single type cup meta because water types are not that meta, and the other mons which people are using does not hard counter the Ninetales. Machamp sometimes get hard countered by Coppergrigus and Fairy types, but then Ninetales does really good there, and we have Meganium to take care of those water types. So let's get into the battles and check out this team in action. Into the first battle, we have Machamp versus Coppergrigus. So a very bad matchup. So I'm gonna switch out to my Meganium. Opponent comes in with his Haxorus, and I have to connect one Earthquake to win this switch. So I'm not gonna shield this move. We can easily survive this move, and after this I will go for the Frenzy Plant bait after making it to an Earthquake, and after this I will go for the Earthquake. Opponent throws the move. I will shield this move as I know I can make it to an Earthquake which will either force the final shield or I will win the switch. So opponent shields up the move, and at this point I will come in with my Machamp. Its counters will do neutral damage and Ember from Ninetales will be resisted. So I'm not gonna shield this move. I just have to throw this cross chop, and now I will hope that my Ninetales can sweep the two mons. So opponent comes in with his Surface. I'm gonna throw Weather Ball. This will almost take it out, and I think this is a GG's at this point. Yeah, GG's. Into the next battle, we have Machamp versus Dragonair. So in the last battle, like Ninetales had one shield and it can get to an Earth Overeat to one shot the Coppergrigus. That's why opponent decided to surrender. So in this battle, I'm gonna throw Cross Chop on the Dragonair, and I want to get to another cross chop to force the final shield or get the lead. So we don't make it to another cross chop, which is very sad. So I'm gonna come in with my Ninetales. I have to shield this move because it will likely be an Aqua Tail, and after this I will go for the Palm Down, and opponent comes in with his Lickitung. So what I'm gonna do here is that I will make it to an Overheat. I don't have any shield. I can survive this move. I will save this move for the final one. Okay, I'm gonna throw Weather Ball, and after this I think I should switch out to my Meganium. So opponent uses his final shield, which is really good for me. So I'm gonna come in with my Meganium. Meganium gets less damage from those Body Slam. So I'm gonna throw this Frenzy Plant on this Granbull, and after this I will try to get to another move against this Lickitung, and after this I will throw one Weather Ball from my Ninetales onto this Lickitung for the win. So this is already a GG's, and Ninetales wins CMP against Lickitung. Yeah, GG's. Into the next match, we have Machamp versus Dragonair again. So what I'm gonna do is I can't make it to two cross chops. So let's see. I will play the same again though, because my two back mons does not like this Dragonair at all. So I'm gonna stay in this matchup. I will definitely shield because I need counter damage on this Dragonair so that I can farm it down with my Ninetales. I made it to a cross chop, but we died with the move. So I farmed down the Dragonair, and now I will throw this Weather Ball on this Coppergrigus, and opponent decides to shield, which is really good for me. I will shield this move, and I will do more 3, 4 or 5 fast move more so that it comes in my Weather Ball range, and I can throw this Weather Ball to KO this Coppergrigus. If it survives, we can farm it down, and opponent's final Pokemon is Meganium. So I can easily throw this Weather Ball, and after this I will do as much fire damage as possible, and after this my Meganium can close out the game. GG's. Into the next battle, we have Machamp versus Vigoroth. A really good lead. So opponent switches out to his Hypno. So I'm gonna come in with my Meganium, and at this point I realized that Hypno has Ice Punch and Fire Punch. If an opponent decides to throw those moves, he can win the switch. So what I'm gonna do is shield this move and see what opponent throws. Opponent is throwing Shadow Ball, which means opponent has likely Thunder Punch, which is a really good scenario for me as I can throw Frenzy Plant, and after this I will throw another Frenzy Plant. I think I shield this move as well because I'm thinking that this is another Shadow Ball, which is really good as now I can get more energy, and I will go for the Frenzy Plant, which could have KO'd, but opponent decides to shield. So I will go for another Frenzy Plant. This will definitely KO the Hypno because opponent has no shields, and opponent comes in with his Vigoroth. So I come in with my Machamp, and opponent switches out to his Clefable. So at this point I think I will throw my move right away because I want to do Weather Ball damage with on that Vigoroth. So I go for the Weather Ball on the CMP die, but opponent decided not to CMP die with me. So I hope that my Machamp can make it to a cross chop for the win. So opponent throws up the move, and I think opponent has back-to-back moves. So we we have to survive this body slam to win the game. Our cross chop is ready. So we survive the move and we throw the cross chop for the win. GG's. Into the next match, we have Machamp versus Umbreon. Finally, a really good lead, so I have to watch out for Psychic from Umbreon, but opponent switches out to his Vigoroth. So I'm gonna throw my cross chop, get the shield, and I think I will stay in this matchup because my Ninetales and Meganium are not bad against Umbreon, and I don't want to see this Vigoroth on my like Meganium or Ninetales. Opponent comes in with his own Ninetales, so I'm gonna switch out to my own Ninetales so that I can have a mirror matchup. I will throw my overheat to KO opponent's Ninetales, but I'm going for Weather Ball. Like I think at this point even one Weather Ball plus Ember damage will KO opponent's Ninetales. So opponent goes for the Style Shock and we don't survive it. So I'm gonna come in with my Machamp. I will throw this move right away to KO this Ninetales, and after this I will go for another cross chop against the Umbreon, and after this it's a matter of time before my Meganium gets to a Frenzy Plant and KOs this Umbreon for the win, but our Machamp does the job. So yeah, GG's. Into the next match, we have Machamp versus Umbreon. So I thought that this is the same battle as the last ones, but it's not. So opponent comes in with his Muck, so a Grimer. So in this moment, I have to stay and get shield advantage because my Ninetales does not do really good against this Muck. This Grimer, because it has access to poison type move and ground type move. Ground type move will do super effective damage on my Ninetales, and poison type move will do super effective damage on my Meganium. But thankfully we were able to win the switch. So I will throw this Frenzy Plant to do some chip damage on this Umbreon. Umbreon is really bulky, so this Frenzy Plant won't do too much damage. I'm gonna throw another Frenzy Plant, and after this it's in Machamp's farm down range, so I'm not gonna shield this move, hoping that it's not a psychic, but it was. So our Machamp goes down, so I'm gonna come in with my Ninetales and go for the farm down. I have to no shield this move because I don't know what's in the bag, and I think shielding that move will be really good. So opponent's final Pokemon is Ninetales, so I'm gonna go for the bait, hoping that opponent shields, which opponent definitely shields, which is really good for me. So I will shield this move as well because I want to throw an overheat on this Ninetales. Overheat will almost KO opponent's Ninetales, and after that it KOs, and after this I can come in with my Meganium. Opponent will go for the move. I wanted him to go for the move. After this I can farm down the Umbreon with my Ninetales for the win. GG's. Into the next match, we have a legend player. So we have a Machamp versus Melmetal, a really good lead. So opponent switches out to his Seeking. So I'm gonna stay in this matchup because Seeking, it has Poison Jab, which will do super effective damage on my Meganium, and its Drill Run will do super effective damage on my Ninetales. So my Machamp is my best answer to the Seeking, and Ninetales can take care of that Melmetal for me anyway. So I win the switch, and let's see what opponent comes in with. So opponent comes in with his Swell Out. So at this point I just have to I will throw Cross Chop as a bait and hope that opponent shields. I don't have to bait particularly, but opponent shields the move, so I'm gonna go for the Rock Slide. And after this I think I switch out. Yeah, I think I switch out. Okay, I'm gonna switch out to my Ninetales, and I will shield this move, hoping that it's a Sludge Bomb, which it is. Sludge Bomb does 50% damage, so I think I win this matchup because there's no way opponent wins the match. So yeah, GG's. Into the final match, we have a Season 9 Legend player. So Machamp versus Machamp mirror matchup. So in this matchup, what I'm gonna do is throw my Cross Chop right away, but it was CMP tie and we lose it. So I'm gonna shield this move because I definitely don't want this Machamp to get to another Cross Chop against my Ninetales and do a lot of damage. So opponent no shields the move and comes in with his Politoed. So I switch out to my Meganium, and I'm gonna throw this Frenzy Plant. So this is a very bad switch on my part, but what I'm thinking is that I can save my Machamp and throw Cross Chop afterwards on this Politoed and not align my Ninetales. So I'm gonna throw Frenzy Plant. Opponent is staying in this matchup. I think I should shield this because he could have Blizzard with one shot at my Meganium. So I'm gonna come in with my Machamp and throw my Cross Chop. And opponent comes in with his Granbull, and my Switch Clock is not up. Thankfully this Granbull is now Granbull, so I'm gonna come in with my Ninetales right away. I will farm down this Granbull, even if it gets to a move, like I can still farm him down close combat mode chaos, and I will throw one weather wall on this Politoad which will do chip damage so that we can counter it down. If opponent shields, then I can throw cross chop to win the game. GG's. So all in all, this team was really fun to use. If you guys want to use this team, definitely try it out. This team will do really good for you. And thanks everyone for watching. If you enjoyed the content, definitely consider liking the video and subscribing to my channel, and I will see you in the next video.